In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to master n8n API calls to connect to any API. Understanding the core components and following a structured approach is crucial when working with APIs in n8n. Let's dive into how you can effectively utilize n8n to make seamless connections to various APIs. First, let's focus on the heart of any API integration in n8n, the HTTP request node. This node is your main tool for making API calls. When you're setting it up, you first need to select the appropriate HTTP method. Based on the API's requirements, this could be methods like get, post, put, or delete. Next, you'll need to provide the specific API endpoint URL. This URL directs your request to the right place. Moving on to authentication, it's vital to choose the correct type, whether it's an API key, bearer token, basic auth, or OAuth. N8n gives you the option to save these credentials securely, ensuring your sensitive information is protected within your workflows. Now, don't forget about headers. They can be critical for your requests, especially when handling things like authentication or specifying the content type. It's common to see headers such as authorization bearer or content type application JSON. Also, don't overlook query parameters, which you include in the URL to filter or specify the data you're dealing with. If you're using methods like post or PUT, you'll need to provide the request body, typically in JSON format. As an added convenience, n8n allows you to import curl commands from API documentation or tools like Postman. By pasting these commands, you can automatically populate the node's details, streamlining your setup process. For authentication, n8n supports a variety of methods. It offers predefined credential types for common services, making it easier to set up. But what if there's no predefined type for what you need? You can use the generic credential option to configure API keys and headers or query parameters or even set up custom authentication. Now let's talk about handling the data. Once you get a response from an API, you'll want to parse it to ensure you can use this data effectively in subsequent nodes. Nodes like JSON or set can help you extract and transform this data. And for error handling, implement robust strategies by enabling options like continue on fail, checking the status codes, parsing error messages, and creating fallback workflows. The error trigger node can also be handy for creating dedicated error handling workflows, perhaps for notifications. Regarding performance and reliability, respect the API rate limits. You can do this by adding wait nodes between calls or using split in batches nodes. Also, enabling retry with backoff in the HTTP request node can help manage temporary network issues or API outages. Configure the retry on fail option in the HTTP request node as well. Finally, consider the overall workflow design. Your workflow should start with a suitable trigger, like a webhook, schedule, or manual trigger. To build comprehensive automation workflows, think about how you can combine API calls with other n8n nodes, such as sending emails, updating databases, or triggering other actions based on incoming API data. By following these steps, you'll be well on your way to mastering API calls in n8n and building powerful automation workflows. Thank you for watching and happy automating.